In terms of what we'll be covering today, I'm going to start briefly giving you some general program updates. Then Paul Locke will update us on the discussions that are ongoing about soil reuse and contaminated soil disposal capacity. Then we'll have a Brownfields program update given by Diane Baxter, our director of the Federal Sites Program, and David Foss, our new statewide Brownfields coordinator. Kathy Kiley will give us an update on the AFFF Take Back program. Kathy's our emergency preparedness and response coordinator. I will come back and go over some end of the year program statistics, program measures, and at the end we'll have a brief discussion of a topic we started discussing a couple of years ago, which is ways we can look at refreshing how we handle this meeting and conduct the waste site cleanup advisory. Oh, there's. Okay. All right. So moving on to general program updates. As I think most of you know, we've been engaged in an office move for many months now, and we're coming to the end of that, at least for the Waste Site Cleanup Boston office. We have a move out date that now looks pretty firm. And the Northeast office is also in the process of moving. In the Boston office, we expect to be out of the office the day after Thanksgiving, November 25th. As part of the move, we are also, all of our staff will be given or in the process of getting, if they don't have them already, cell phones. So one of the things when we move up to 100 Cambridge Street, we're going to be continuing to work on in the hybrid model where we're in the office 1 or 2 days a week, but otherwise working from home. And we'll no longer have desktop phones. We'll be using cell phones to communicate, and we'll be distributing all of those cell phone numbers instead of our office numbers in terms of ways that you can contact us in addition to emailing us. The Northeast office move is just slightly behind ours. I think they anticipate being in their new location in Woburn in mid-December. So it's been a very busy time in terms of preparing for the move and dealing with transferring our files and that sort of thing. And I think those of us in the Boston office are very grateful to see it coming to an end. So that will be one less thing to worry about and give us the ability to turn back more fully to our other work that we're involved in. Another thing that has been occupying a lot of time for all of the programs over the past year has been hiring to fill vacancies, many of which are being created by many retirements that we're seeing at this time. So I would encourage you, if you know of someone who is interested in working in the environmental field and working in the public sector, working for the department, to direct them to the Mass Careers postings. We get copied on them as well. There are, at least a half dozen being posted every week, it seems. So please, I would encourage you to put the word out to your colleagues and to young people coming into the field. That would be very helpful to us to have them in the candidate pool. Another update I wanted to highlight, and this actually was something that was flagged for me at the last monthly office hours, which I think shows the benefit of, in addition to having these advisory committee meetings quarterly, holding the monthly office hours on the same fourth Thursday of the month gives people an opportunity to drop in and ask questions of DEP, but also flag any issues that they're encountering. And at last month's meeting, it was mentioned that the searchable sites that we have, the online database of our sites, was indicating a large number of sites as having a compliance status of Tier 1D. And in looking into that, it appeared that during one of the updates of our DEP systems, that the algorithm that calculates what a site status is based on the submittals that are being made was not working. So over the past month, our IT group has been working on that. They developed a fix for it. They have then tested it, working with regional staff, and it's now in full production, and it appears to be working again. So I just wanted to let you all know that's fixed. I appreciate the Licensed Site Professionals Association sent out an email blast on that last month, and I may follow up with them to send out another one just to let people know that that has been resolved. Other updates in terms of the status of the amendments to the Massachusetts contingency plan that have been in the works for a couple of years now, and we have been in the final stages awaiting the need in order to have them published by the Secretary of State. Where we are still in that position, waiting for that final approval. It is among the sets of regulations that we've been told they are looking to act upon before the end of this calendar year. So we're hopeful that will happen. Once they are published, we have planned on having a period of 4 months between the date of publication and the effective date of those regulations. So once that happens, there'll be more information, more outreach on the regulations, training, other supporting materials that we'll be working on and pushing out at that point. Another piece of news with respect to the technical assistance grants, you may know that we offered them this year. This was the second year in a row that we offered the technical assistance grants after I think a 10-year hiatus. So the grant applications for this second year were due October 18th. And we're happy to report that we have had an increase in the number of applications this year, which hopefully means that we were effective in getting the word out. And I think we allowed some additional time between the time we announced them and the time the applications were due. So it's good to see that there are more applications in. We're in the process now of reviewing them, and we anticipate that we will be able to announce the awards in the first quarter of next year. And then from there, we go into the contracting for the work that's going to be done under the grants. So I think before I turn it over to Paul, I'll just pause and see if there are any questions or comments. And I actually can actually not see my full screen. So if you do see anything, let me know.
Yeah, I can see your slide.
But so I take it there are no questions at this point. So
no.
Okay. All right, great. So